What's poppin', people? It's Dante. Good morning. Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm along the Schuylkill River Trail here. This is like, I freaking love this place. It just brings me joy. Go on YouTube and type in Team Sesh. We the kings of the underground, baby. Filming with the GoPro Mini 1080p, 30 FPS, exported to 720p for that crispy HD small file size quality. And yeah, it's a great day. Getting my body moving out in the cold, wearing a Lululemon down vest and the Uniqlo warm hoodie I got on. It's really warm inside. They got great heat tech clothing. Yeah, it's a warmer day today. As it rained, you can see it's very foggy, providing me with these great conditions to photograph. However, I really do love the sort of fog and the mist, especially around the river. You know, it's like pure bliss to have that fresh air from the trees, right? Where I'm blowing out that CO2, and this tree, maybe I should just smoke it. It's giving me that O2. You know, there's something about trees. There's something about being around water, and to sort of recognize the patterns in both nature and human behavior and our connection to the earth itself, I find is, yeah, it's incredible when you consider the sort of structure of Earth. It's just mind-blowing that we're here right now. I love walking. This is my number one passion, exploration. Just enjoying the moment, enjoying the now. And what keeps me coming back out? What keeps me coming back outside? What keeps me intrigued? Well, I use photography to fuel my lust for life, and ultimately I go out here with a simple question in mind. What will reality manifest to be in a photograph, right? It's a very simple question, but this question, it fuels my curiosity, where I'm forever interested in photography and life and what the results will be, actually. You know, while I love the process, I love coming out here and just walking and observing and living in the now and embracing the moment, you know, as a photographer, it's important to remember we're making photographs, right? We're creating something out of nothing. And to uplift the mundane moments around you and to sort of champion humanity. It's a great gift that we can give to the world itself, and it's a great gift that you can give to yourself, right? Maybe to be selfish is to be selfless, where you have to embrace your passion, embrace what you love, and spread that joy with others. You know, the smallest thing that we can do on this earth, it seems, is to smile, you know, to spread that brotherly love, where Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love, right? In ancient Greek, philos meaning loving, adelphos meaning brother, right? So upholding that, right? Upholding that within the city of Philadelphia, I find to be, yeah, just a good notion, a good motto, a good slogan. I actually really appreciate this idea of the city of brotherly love. We got this name from William Penn. And William Penn, he's the man with the plan. He laid out all of the streets and the grid system and positioned parks strategically throughout the city, which provide me with these green spaces to explore and to enjoy nature within the urban environment. Wow, the fog is just so beautiful. You know, beauty is all around you. You just have to recognize it. And when you recognize it, press that shutter, you know, just to follow your intuition and curiosity and allow that to fuel your exploration each day. I think to have a camera that fits in your pocket, or just any camera, it really doesn't matter which one it is, but the point is that you always have that camera on you as the excuse to go out there and to see the world, I think is a really Yeah, it's a really critical way to think about it, actually, is the excuse, the passport, and to have one that's so small that, yeah, there really are no excuses. You just always have it on you, and you can always make pictures. And to set the camera up in P mode, single point autofocus, sort of just set it and forget it kind of deal. Yeah, it's really wow, this is beautiful. Yeah, it's probably the best approach to not take it so serious, sort of embrace the imperfection, embrace the grain, embrace the blur, embrace the sort of high contrast, gritty aesthetics from the Ricoh if you're using one. I find that baking the file with the high contrast in the camera is the greatest solution that I've ever personally found to make photographs, considering longevity, right? Longevity, this is the goal for me, right? To just continue making pictures, and the easier you make it for yourself, the more fun it is, the more you can actually consider longevity, perhaps. You know, speed is important for me. To make quick pictures with speed, with my body moving. A lot of the times, you know, I like to move my body when I'm photographing, and to sort of allow the composition to sort of fall as they may, to let the chips fall as they may, especially when I'm out in the chaotic city streets, especially when I'm walking around the Christmas Village here in Philadelphia, or around Dilworth Plaza and City Hall, through the tunnels, down Market Street. You know, a lot of the times I like to move my feet and sort of move with the beat of the street while I'm making pictures. Yeah, it's maybe a more dynamic way to approach street photography. To just move constantly. Cold hands. You know, I'm not a big fan of running. I think that, yeah, you know, physiology, longevity. Honestly, it's like walking is really good for your longevity, right? Where maybe running is bad for your joints. It's bad for longevity. Man, this is a terrible way to start the day. Kind of burns you out right away. But to just walk consistently at your own pace throughout the day, throughout life, sort of generally, is maybe more wise. Perhaps the foods that we eat is most critical, right? So, you know, meat, red meat, no pork, no turkey, no chicken. Buck, 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 buck. Do you want to be a chicken shit? No. We want the power of 1,000 oxen. Just look at the animal itself, right? I want to be like that. I want to be as strong as that. So I'm going to eat that. And yeah, I've never felt better. No breakfast, no lunch. Yeah, just wait till the end of the day. Feast on as much red meat as you please. Yeah, this seems to be the way. And to sort of subtract the superfluous, no weed, no alcohol, right? No smoking. None of this kind of nonsense. Anything that lowers your testosterone. You know, this is what I've realized, right? Anything that lowers your testosterone, just don't do. You know, as simple as that. And considering testosterone, right, where, you know, men, we have testes, right? We obviously have higher testosterone. Just physiologically, we become more kind men with higher testosterone. The lower testosterone you have, maybe, you know, some obvious thoughts, like the more weak you are, right, when it comes to weightlifting, but also emotionally, right, where the higher your testosterone, actually the more kind you are, the more nice you are, the more that you can sort of curb your emotions more. You know, thinking of sort of ancient Greek philosophy, Stoicism. Yeah, these things are good. But then considering our biology and our body, yeah, the higher your testosterone, the more kind you become. Really. I'm starting to think that is the way that I think about it. You know, more than strength, it has to do with kindness. You become more kind, you become more gentle, right? But I think to sort of be the ferocious lion while also being gentle is a critical thing, right? To not take disrespect, to not take any bullshit from anybody, to sort of stand your ground, always make eye contact, etc. To walk with confidence. You know, confidence is critical, especially in street photography, right? You need courage to practice street photography. You're interacting in the public space, you're walking around and everything's sort of out of your control, you know? You're maybe nervous to raise the camera, you think that somebody is sort of perceiving you and watching you and judging you, but to not care about the perception of yourself from others is really critical for confidence, where just embrace whoever you are, embrace your spirit, right? The spirit of Dante is courageous, playful, and kind. And and curious, forever curious I am. But to just embrace that spirit, whatever it may be, and to not take yourself so seriously. I mean, I think this is important. You know, I trust people who can take a joke or can make jokes or can laugh and not be serious all the time. You know, if someone's serious all the time, I don't know if I trust them as much. Simple enough, right? To be able to laugh, right? To laugh deeply and to laugh a lot. Like, this is like, is this the meaning of life? Is the meaning of life to laugh? I mean, really, it's like, laughter is a beautiful thing, right? To laugh more. This dog's just like jamming out. It's so fun. Dog has lots of energy this morning. Good morning. It's funny. It just kept moving, like, you know, growing up, I'm afraid of dogs, right? I am genuinely like, I mean, I've overcome it at this point, but like, my first fear as a kid, whatever, was like dogs. Like, if anyone had a dog in their house, it'd be like, put it away, I'm not going in. Like, I was so scared of dogs growing up as a kid. And yeah, now, you know, being an adult, whatever, it's like I can look at it, laugh at it, sort of just be playful about it. You know, nothing's gonna happen. Considering dreams, right, where, you know, a lot of the time we like to look at screens before we go to sleep. We like to watch TV, movies, etc. But to actually consider your mind as the TV, as the movie screen, where last night I actually had this sort of wild dream where I was on a battlefield, and yeah, I was on some sort of like ancient battlefield. I had this sword and shield and I was fighting against an army. I actually slayed this man with chainmail armor and a spear. I picked up his armor, put it on, I had a spear in hand. And then when I picked up the spear and was going to fight against the army, poof, the dream formed into some sort of abandoned home. I was surrounded by like these boarded up windows and this like old barn kind of situation. And I was surrounded by wolves. I was fighting off wolves with that chainmail armor and that spear I took from the battlefield, and I was sort of just like wrestling with wolves. And at the end of the dream, I ran out of the barnyard because I was surrounded, and then I got into a tussle with the wolf and I woke up from my dream. It's crazy. Like, dreaming is so much more interesting than watching TV, watching movies, consuming media, you know. To actually tap into that sort of dream world, if you maybe go to bed earlier, maybe it has something to do with eating meat, I don't know, that's what I eat. like fasting, going to bed early. Yeah, I've been having very vivid dreams this past year, and they are so beautiful, so fun. I always look forward to going to bed and just waking up with a smile from the dreams that I have, and just feeling that sort of energy, that sort of boost in the morning I get from the deep sleep from the night previously, where yeah, I find if I at least get 8 hours, that's good enough. But I've been going to bed around 8 p.m, waking up around 6 a.m. Oh, it's like 10 hours. I just counted. Yeah, it's like 10 hours, right? So I mean, yeah, if I get like 10 hours of sleep, look, I'm energetic in the morning, you could say. Filled with energy, endless energy. But the energy, it'll wear off towards the end of the day, which is nice, right? Like you'll go to bed early, wake up early, and then repeat, right, where your cycle is set. Your circadian rhythm is set with the sun, with walking more, with eating that nice meal at the end of the day. Taking hot baths, right? That's my new thing too, is taking a nice steaming hot bath before bed. It really eases your muscles into sleep. And yeah, it's nice. It feels good. If you have no tub, yeah, just take a steaming hot shower. It's like a sauna. It's nice before bed. That's something I've been doing to enhance my sleep patterns, maybe. Yeah, it's actually been helping a lot. But yeah, I think sleep is where we derive our real sort of raw energy. Sort of just treating coffee, right? Like I love coffee, but just treating it like it's a way for you to sort of get your creative juices flowing. It's sort of just like a stimulant for your mind. And yeah, don't do drugs. Just do coffee. Specifically black coffee. I love espresso. Espresso's the best. No coffee or no sugar, no cream, whatever. Yeah, just straight up espresso shots seems to be the way. Hey, look at these stickers with the father and son. They're wearing that sort of John. We have like that Philly slang. We say John. Everything's a John. J-A-W-N. I really have no idea where this derived from. Right? I know where Philadelphia derived from ancient Greek. What is the etymology and meaning of John? This will be a funny thing. I should actually do this on ChatGPT. Who invented the word John? Let's see. Who created the word John? J-A-W-N. Did somebody create it? The word John is a term popularized in Philadelphia. It's a unique piece of slang that doesn't have a single identifiable creator. Instead, John evolved organically within African American vernacular English, AAVE, in Philly. This term is a versatile word used to refer to virtually anything, a person, place, thing, or event. Its widespread usage in Philadelphia's African American community points to its roots in AAVE, a dialect continuum that has historically been innovative in its linguistic contributions. Okay, so yeah, there you have a little summary from ChatGPT. The greatest invention of humanity really is this sort of artificial intelligence thing. I'm such a big proponent for it. I think everyone should get in on it. Just go to your app store, download ChatGPT, and yeah, just start exploring things. I like to use the DALL-E 3 tool and actually visualize anything, right? You can create images, learn about history, have a conversation with the chatbot vocally, right? Speaking back and forth. There's lots of different ways you can use this thing, and it seems to be the future. So yeah, I'm all about the future and what it will behold. Just remaining optimistic. You know, I have my gripes with modernity and technology, but to embrace it, to embrace change, to embrace chaos is, I believe, a much more wise approach. Here we have the Philadelphia Art Museum. So beautiful, this art museum. It's a great place to walk in the morning, to sort of come to an elevated surface like this, to look out towards the river, to look out and to be elevated, to think lofty, to think beyond, to go beyond. You know, I think as humans we should create more than we consume. That's kind of my simple philosophy for art and creation recently. Just make more, consume less. You know, share your thoughts, keep it candid. Freestyle vlogging, street vlogging, this is the future of media. I'm going to one day authenticate these videos on the blockchain. So here we are at the gazebo, looking out towards the Schuylkill River. Beautiful foggy morning here in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Where do I put this?